Here we
Hello.
go! Hello
Oh,
and
sorry.
welcome
Sorry.
everybody. That's
Hello.
fine. Welcome to the Dumass class with me, the Dyslexic Gamer, as we carry on our Thursday night tabletop RPG series of Warhammer Fantasy's 2nd edition, Mordheim, City of the Damned. We are now in Chapter 2, the City of Nuln. It wasn't a great, word for that one. It's just the City of Nuln, because that's where they're going. So.
Hey,
In the last episode,
Hey, it's functional. It's very
like
descriptive.
Nolan.
our group of heroes and adventurers and undead had some discussions with the lords. They had gone shopping, acquired some livestock, and one of the party had a good old drink. The rest of the party enjoyed some lullabutton weed from the moot, or just enjoyed a good old drink, or perhaps none of the above, and just had a relaxing evening chatting with the group. They woke up the next day to the beautiful smells of freshly baked pastry. And as they wake up and make their way to the dining room, they would see there is just a nobleman's spread. There are crumpets, there are pastry, scones, clotted cream. Would it be called clotted cream? It probably would. Fuck it, why not? Clotted cream and jam. All manner of delights have been laid out again for you this morning. As you see, the servants are essentially waiting on you hand and foot at this moment.
What do I do with the goat?
Well,
I mean, you drink it dry. Now you can either, butcher it and eat it, or you can, I don't know, bury her baby goat.
Just give it to the kitchen. No questions asked.
Yeah. I give you this goat if you don't ask where it came from and why its throat was cut. Don't ask where the blood
What?
went.
Why did we have a goat again?
Did you forget
I
already?
said no questions asked.
Scroll up a little bit and you'll see why. You even see the cute gifs.
Don't be sending more gifts when I have to feed again. Please.
I'll try not to.
so yes, there is indeed a dead goat in Geddy's room. Drained of blood, there is a knife that he would easily been able to
Right.
clean,
That's
and a
why
bowl.
we had the goat.
It it would be a little bit suspicious to hand over a goat to the servants. It's up to you what you do with it. But now it's in your room.
Yeah. Maybe I could sneak it into Livia's room. No, not Livia. Oh, Aurelia.
Why do you want to sneak a baby goat into my room of all
I don't know, you were
places?
whispering sweet nothings into its ear before I killed it.
I knew your character wouldn't know this, but I was basically apologizing to the baby goat for its future and making a prayer for it.
Next we know the goat is gonna be splayed on the couch. Paint me like one of your French goats. I'm sorry, not French, Bretonian. Bretonian is essentially French.
It is indeed. Well, I think it's Aveland who are known as goat fuckers in sheep fuckers in this universe.
That's another Welsh.
I mean, technically, Bretonia is France, but with King Arthur myths,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more
they have the Lady
Arthurian.
of the Lake.
And
Yeah.
Aveland is in certain parts of the lore. Aveland are the are the renowned breeders of animals. They have the best goats, the best horses, I think, in the Empire. I think they do. I'm not sure. That might be wrong. The best livestock.
And the best beastmen.
Quite possibly. So, yeah, people around the Empire like to say that they get the best animals because they fuck them. So, yeah. The Welsh exist in all universes. So, you are all... sorry, Avak. You're all given a beautiful noble's breakfast. As you all wake, it's essentially hot. New tea keeps getting brought in. New hot warmed milks or whatever you would like for your breakfast drink. Pint of beer if you want. You're all informed that you'll be given 3 days to relax in the manor as Humperdinck gets things ready for the next voyage up to Null.
I believe I need to make arrangements with Humperdinck.
Yes, you do. If you ask the servants, one of them will lean in and tell you that they'll inform the lords and they'll come and get you when the time is right, and for you to just stay in the chateau for today.
Okay.
So that's just for Carla?
That's just for Carla. She's the only one who needs to speak to Humperdinck at the moment. But the rest of you have the 3 days off. You can do whatever you'd like.
I would be researching how to make a gun.
Sure.
You, out of character, you did say I first had to research a normal gun before I could build a repeater, right?
Yeah, you need to start off small. You need to start off with making a gun first to learn the premise behind it and how it's done, or you need to get a gun that you don't mind taking apart. So you have all the... Okay, so that's how the trigger mechanism works. So that's how... you can experiment in 2 ways. One via books and one via real-world practice. I'm guessing you don't want to take your blunderbuss apart?
I mean, can I take it apart non-destructive?
No. You can try. You can roll, and if RNGesus allows it, you can take it apart and put it back together.
Don't call it Jesus.
I think I will not have prayed enough to earn Jesus today to risk 100 gold. No, 50 gold.
That's fair enough. You can, by all means, you can find a couple of...
Wait, I got an idea. Could I ask Humperdinck on his knowledge?
You can... Sure. If you ask essentially what will happen is, if you want to speak to Humperdinck, you'll let the servants know that you want to speak to Humperdinck, and they'll go and speak to him, and then they'll come and get you when he's free and has some time to have a chat with you, basically. So we'll come back to you, Blackhand, once a bit of time has passed. Was there anything anyone else wanted to do on your 3 days off? But obviously, if you want to speak to Humperdinck, say now, and we'll arrange a party-wide discussion with him.
I mean, I think Humperdinck wants to talk to me anyway, but...
Oh, yes. Yes, he does.
I think, well, Ragnar's just going to be in his room, coming out occasionally for odds and ends, like bottles of oil and water and all sorts, and working on his secret project. At least starting the work on his secret project.
Sure. Okay, you can definitely do that.
Yeah, Livia will stay in the library and her own room, pretty much.
Casper will spend a bit of time in the library, but also go for a few walks. Go to the market.
Enthusiastic walks.
Yes.
He's running from shade to shade.
Try and get more and more goats.
The sun is lava.
Sun is a deadly laser.
Pew,
So,
pew.
Casper, when you're in the library, you do find yourself retreating to the shadows of the library. It is set up so that there's a lot of glass in the roof to allow more light in. Oh, hang on, wait a minute. The sunlight damage books, it does. They wouldn't know that, so yeah. There are lights that come in, but you can also find a lot of corners that are lamp lit, and you find yourself taking up residence in one of the corners. So, we need Magness. What would you do for your 3 days?
Definitely would indulge in the provided entertainment.
Sure.
And, checking on his boat, because these serfs are useless and can't be trusted with anything, let alone a boat.
Sure. By all means. As you indulge, everything is quite fine. It's quite delicious and quite enjoyable. When you go to check on your boat in the 3 days, you see Ryan come running up from time to time. Ryan is one of the serfs on the boat, much like Alex. He's just a labourer. In fact, he may have been one of the guys who rowed your boat from time to time. And he gives you a wave, but clearly the people on the boat are quite busy. Casper, you too would notice that Nick and Alex are running up, taking supplies and bringing livestock down to the boat and doing things as you're going about your trips into town.
Okay.
Aurelia, what would you be doing with these days?
I'm gonna spend my time. I'll go down to the courtyard, and I'm gonna be waiting for any news from my Lauren. And but while I'm doing it, I'm just gonna go train, see if I can find a good dummy I can train my sword fighting. Trying to learn fencing.
Okay.
Really there isn't much for her to do. And also, she will be burying the baby goat that was left outside her room.
I was thinking about doing it. I didn't actually do it.
Then I'm not gonna do that.
Baby goat still in the room. My room. I mean, I don't know about. Well, maybe.
So I have to ask, 3 days are going to pass, Casper.
Yeah, I'm still kind of thinking what the hell I want to do. I'll probably talk to Aurelia about it, maybe.
Okay. We will go on. Yes, no, we'll do these two. We'll do these in different times. On the first day, as most of you go about your business, Blackhand and Carla hang about in the chateau, and at about midday, a servant comes in and addresses both of you and tells you that the Lord Humperdinck is he has some time to see you, and they lead you over to where Humperdinck is. He's currently in the strategy room, in the map room where you were shown the maps before. As the servant knocks on the door and opens it, he looks up from the map table and yes, come in, you two. by all means, round a table or have a seat. It's your poison.
Carla would sit.
I will take a seat. You see, I head up off the table.
Okay. Humperdinck spends a couple of moments going over the map again, and you can see that he has a device for checking distance, and he sets it down and comes over, takes up a glass and pours in a liqueur of some type. He spins it in the glass, and so, well, he kind of looks from you two, and let us go with Carla first. Ladies first, after all. It is only right. I was informed that you wished to speak to me. What was it about?
Well, my lord, I have spoken with your employees, and they mentioned that you were going north towards Nome. It is a place that, well, I'm also heading in that direction, and I was hoping that I maybe join you on this little escapade. And after all, it's safer to travel with a caravan. I can work. I'm not gonna be a burden.
Oh well, that is good to hear. Well, my warband and I. As he says that, there's definitely a big smile comes across his face, and you can see that there's like almost a boyish excitement there. Well, we have
I imagine
business.
It's been a while since he had a warband.
Oh, he's never actually had one before. This is out of it. He's always wanted one, but now he has the opportunity to afford it. We have business to perform in Nullen, and after that we will spend some time in the city. I wish to meet some old contacts and so on and so forth, and a few engagements that I must attend. Being he kind of gestures to himself, and you notice, Carla, that he seems bigger. Like, he seems larger at that moment as he kind of breathes in and swells and pushes out his stomach. As I am so needed at the moment, it is very important that I keep up my contacts and so on and so forth. But after that, we will be taking our voyage to the east, and we will be engaging in other enterprises. But do you have any skills, Miss? You don't. Excuse me, but you don't seem like you're much for swinging a sword.
I mean, I can do it to save my life, but sure, it's not something I focus on. I know the road. I know where to look for telltale signs of trouble. And, well, I know tales. I accumulated a few.
I see. It is not to be ashamed of, my dear. It sounds to me that you would be best suited as a hireling.
I'm literate, if that makes a difference.
You can write. Oh, my
Yes.
dear. I apologize. Yes, that makes a lot of difference. Can you do maths and numeracy and?
To a degree, I suppose.
Oh
I
no,
mean,
that's
I can
excellent.
always use someone extra to help with the boat.
Well, Mr. Blackhand, accounts always
the
need to be
bookkeeping.
taken. Exactly, bookkeeping needs to be done, and so on and so forth. And so few of my hirelings can actually. Most of them can't spell their name. They sign with an X. So
Hey,
I don't actually have any skills related to numbers, just speech.
so
It's fine.
there is a number skill in the game.
Yeah, but I don't have this essentially.
But I
Because
take it
I know
if you
which
can...
one you're speaking of because
I
Wilhelma
mean-
had that, I think.
No, so if you can read and write, I will give you that you can do basic maths. And basic maths is better than hirelings. Remember, hirelings have no... They can maybe count to 10. Maybe 20 if they take their socks off and they actually have all their toes.
Oh, this is brilliant.
Medieval peasantry at its worst. Welcome to Warhammer Fantasy.
Yep.
So, you would have basic counting skills. So, I can see use in you joining us. But to be honest with you, the voyage will not take long. Once we arrive in Nullen, I will be writing up new contracts for everyone else. This will be the warband contract. You will not be applied to that, of course. If you are a scribe, it will be up to you, I suppose. I believe Casper was a scribe before he joined the fray. So, so yes, I cannot give you as much pay as the others received, but I will. And he goes over to a writing table next to the map table, and he takes out a piece of parchment and writes up a very small contract. As he passes it to you and you read it, the contract states that you will be hired as a accountant and as a bookkeeper until you reach Nullen, where another contract will be written up once you decide if you'd like to stay on, blah-de-blah-de-blah. The important part is, it says there that he will pay you 2 gold coins. And, but it actually reads as 2 gold coins. It's not 2, the number 2, GC. So, as you'll see, I'll only be able to pay you 2 silver until we write up the other contract.
Understandable.
You
would
heard
I
the
have
different. Hang
taken a
on.
look?
You no, because this isn't to do with you, Blackhand. This is a contract between Claire, Carla. Damn it!
No. Just so I would be aware of it.
You're aware of it because the conversation is happening with you in the room. But for you to look at the contract, you would have to lean over and actually, try and or ask Carla to hand it to you. But Carla,
Oh yeah, won't do that.
did you pick up on the difference there?
I did register the difference, and on paper it says gold, and he said silver.
Yes. Are you going to bring that up? And he does look at you, like pondering as he's...
I'm just gonna smile for a bit, and well, I suppose that 2 gold pieces are a very good compensation.
Marvelous. That is, I have to
I know
check.
it was a test. I was just trying to see how who's gonna snap first. It's
Excellent.
fine.
I have to check every now and then. You'd be surprised how many people pretend to read. He goes, no, he just goes into his chest, his coat. He'd be in a robe, actually. He is taking it easy. He does look as though he's a man who's, got a little bit of a hangover. He is in, it would be like a bathrobe, a really plush one. So he goes over to the side table and opens it up, and he starts rummaging around, and he can't find what he's looking for, so he goes over to another table, opens it up. Right, there we go. I'll let Gale know that it... Never mind. He hands over the 2 gold for you, Carla. We will be leaving in 3 days' time. By all means, make use of Gale's services here in the guest suite where you are all staying. If you wish to remain, you may. If Black Hand, do you mind having open conversation, or was this private?
It is depending on you, my lord.
Oh, very well. Go ahead. I will decide once I know what the conversation is about.
So sorry. What's the name of his sniper again? I forgot the full name.
Malius von Humperdinck.
No. His gun, the wrong
Oh,
one.
the
600.
Hockland
the
long rifle.
Hockland. Yeah.
Yeah. I saw that you had a Hockland long rifle, my lord. I had some questions about it.
Very well. Black Hand, I will tell you what I know, but there are certain parts of its creation that were manufactured by the master gunsmith. I haven't built it myself.
So, do you have a name or a place?
For what?
Where you bought it? Or let
Oh,
it be manufactured?
It was given to me by the master gunsmith of my late father's estate. It was a turning of age present when I turned 16. As for its creation, I couldn't tell you how it's made exactly. He doesn't have the gun with him. Not in Gale's estate, it's on his boat. So he kind of explains to you that the trigger mechanism, and he explains to you like how your blunderbuss, it has a flint and pin, a flint and rasp trigger mechanism, whereas the Hockland long rifle has a spinning disc. So there's a mechanism inside the trigger that actually spins, that grinds off the flint and sends it to the powder. He has no idea how that's made, because he's never taken it apart. But he explains the basics of your trigger mechanism to you, and he would kind of... Wait, no, he's not in the library here, so... if you wish to know more, Blackhander, the normal pistols and rifles and such are easier designs to comprehend. And I'm afraid I don't know how the trigger works on the Hockland rifles. I could see if Gale has a book on engineering. I know I have one on my boat somewhere, but I will have the servants bring you one. Bring you a book later on once I speak to them.
That would be much appreciated. By the way, you perhaps by any chance, since you travel with such a weapon, figure out of where you found the best powder? Or did you find no noticeable differences?
Oh, well, to be honest with you, most powder is powder. It works fairly regularly. However, I have come across a few master alchemists and gunsmiths who have made superior powders. There are some in Nullen, but they are quite pricey from what I remember. I believe the dwarves have a certain powder that is that will light even when wet, but I have never seen it myself. It's more of a story. They're rather rare, even for one such as myself. It is a luxury that keep your powder dry and your strikers new and Should be fine.
All right. Thank you, my lord. This was much enlightening.
He does stop, and as you... Yes, most enlightening. He almost seems as if was thinking of something else and just answered you haphazardly. But yes, I shall get you a book later on. I believe that would be the fairest.
Yes. Though it did seem like you would say something, or was I mistaken?
Well, about powders. There are stories of another powder that is far superior than any other, but they're just stories. Very profitable from what I've heard, but it's the same as, I don't know, being sent to find a greenskin's ball sack. It just doesn't exist. I've looked.
Why? Why?
Would I know with my dwarven heritage if he's bullshitting me or not?
No, orcs don't have balls. They don't exist.
Sorry, I had to ask.
As Carl is like, why? It was a trophy someone asked for. They said they'd pay a lot for it, so I figured, well, as I'm in the area and greenskins all around, let's have a look.
So, back to our powder and keep away from those filthy greenskins.
Yes.
Could you share the story or tell where you found it? It sounds most...
Well, it's just a story. I've never seen it myself. But there was said to be a powder that when... So there was a knight, and apparently this knight had many assassination attempts upon his life. But no steel could pierce his armor. No shot could penetrate. I believe he was said to be wearing Gromrill or some such magnificent armor. But he was killed by a shot that penetrated his armor. Although no normal powder would penetrate Gromrill. It's just too tough, too strong, as I'm sure you know.
Yes, I'm fully aware of the magnificent Gromrill armor.
And there have been stories, that's all. There have even been stories that I've heard of your kin having Gromrill armor apparently shot holes through, and normal powder couldn't do that. So there is clearly another type out there, and that is kind of what the stories say.
Interesting. Very intriguing, if I do say so myself.
Well, yes, I hope to one day counter it, but so far I have not.
Thank you, my lord.
Oh, it's quite a right, Black Hand. I enjoy the engineering conversations with you.
Yes. Thank you very much, my lord.
Well, if that is everything, then I will bid you both adieu, and I will get back to plotting our course. You find that a bit odd. You travel on river. Plotting a course is kind of mute.
I see. I will leave you to your business. I will leave you to your business, my lord. And I'll bow and or give a greeting and leave the room.
Sure. Carla, do you make your way with him?
Yes, I will.
Okay, Humperdinck gives you a...
And I definitely try to forget the part about Orc's ballsack. I'm
You can
trying
try.
to erase that from memory.
You can try. You
The more you
both...
think about it, the harder it is.
God
Roll
damn it.
willpower.
Roll willpower.
Yeah, I
I'm
like it.
gonna roll willpower. It's actually a half decent stat of mine.
You will dream about balls tonight.
No!
Big green balls
Sweaty green balls.
Please.
with wog
You
tattoos.
could fortune it if you want. You have that ability.
At least they are in blue.
No, I'm just gonna mute you guys.
Sorry.
Hey, you know orcs do paint blue on their bodies. Blue war paint. Just to...
I think it's best to move on.
Yeah,
So you leave
please.
Humperdinck to his business. You make your way back to where your comrades were. You can now enjoy the rest of your time in Gale's estate. You would all be informed a little bit later on that between a certain hours, basically from... When would Gale go? Is Gale a morning washer or an evening washer? I think he's a morning washer. So they would tell you that the baths have been made available to you from 12 o'clock in the afternoon onwards. Every now and then Humperdinck may take a bath, so you would be stopped from using it when he's there. But essentially, you have access to noble bathing areas. So you can actually wash, have a proper clean. No tubs next to rivers, no tents needed. These are marble floors and heated stone pools.
God damn. This
Oh, man.
fancy.
Yeah, how many stones do I need to swim from one side to the other side?
Because you're a dwarf and you are shorter, you'd probably take like 3 or 4 strokes. Like if you were 7 foot, you could easily go underwater and your head and feet would not touch the sides. So it's a good over 7 foot bath long wise, and it fits Humperdinck in easily. So we're talking at least 4 foot in width.
Yeah, I don't think I can do that. Especially when the taps are going. What does that account? The whole running water thing?
Well, it's not. It's stagnant. Well, it's not stagnant. It's stale. Not stale. It's
Still.
yeah,
Still.
still. Nearly got there in the end. Yeah, it's not moving. So I would imagine that vampires can wash. That it's more of running water, as in from rivers, oceans, things like that.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, then Gazra would partake in it, as long as there's not a risk to him.
on that. No, I'll GM rule. You can bathe. You're fine. You won't burst into fire.
You won't have as many vamp on board.
Now, if that was the holy water, now that's a whole different story.
I mean, as long as it's not like a meter by a meter, it's fine, because you need about that much, it says in the book, but...
No, it's not. It's not quite. It's not that deep. No, it's not that much water. So you're all able to have a wash, clean up. It is the 30th at the moment. Sorry, the 30th? No, it's the 31st because you woke up. So you have another 2 days rather. Blackhand, a book is brought to you in the evening. It is Gale's, so it will remain here once you leave. But it gives you, it's basically the student's book, the first year at the engineering school's school book. Basically, it tells you the basics to build the basic pistol and how a basic trigger mechanism works. So you can spend a few days studying that and drawing up a diagram, writing down your materials and so. Now, who else was... Casper, did you want to do anything as you were... Yes, you wanted to speak to someone about the goat.
Yeah. Aurelia. Well, I assume it's probably after the first day, but I would approach Aurelia at some time where it's quite private-ish. And try to get some advice on what the hell I should do with the body, because it's gonna start stinking really much soon.
Eat it.
Hold up. Aurelia's probably in the courtyard alone training, but you haven't done anything with the corpse of the baby goat in one day. Jesus Christ, the body's probably stinking and rotting now. Jesus.
It's under the bed, it's fine. It's in the shadow. Like me.
So it's been at least 8 hours. If you're doing it in the morning. So let's say 14 hours. No, I'll be generous. Say this is the morning of the first day. The first day at the very least. So it's not stinking yet. It has bloated a little, Casper. You would have noticed that. Well, no, I'll be fairer. Casper, when you fed off of it, would you have done anything? Or would you have just been like, okay, I fed off of it, I'm just going to place it down, nicely. I'm not saying you're slinging it across the room.
I kind of assume I would have had to get rid of it somehow. Like, I just don't really know. I can't really go up to one of the servants and go, here's a goat. Go make food.
I am giving... So when you were done feeding, would you have just gone to bed content-ish? Or would you have done something else? Dead goat in your room. It might be drained of blood, but...
I mean, I didn't bite into it or anything like that. It's not that really. I just got a bowl full of what used to be. Don't you dare.
Okay, so you leave the goat. You place it down and you speak to Aurelia later on. It is bloated.
Yeah. I could always just throw it over the wall and just say, a peasant out.
Oh,
You could.
Christ.
What?
Do you approach Aurelia?
Yeah. Sticking to the shadows again and just covering myself up to the absolute highest degree.
Casper. Take me to the goat.
Alright, I'll bring Aurelia to the goat.
Oh boy. Casper, give me your cloak.
Fine.
Aurelia will grab his cloak. She's gonna wrap the baby goat in the cloak, and she's gonna head off into the courtyard. She's gonna leave and go to... I'm assuming there's a little bit of a woods behind the estate. Or no?
It's not... It's more of a... So on the map, there's no real woods, but there is like a manicured garden. There are fruit trees, and there are some other trees placed there for, aesthetics reasons. For sure, there's enough of a small copse that you could hide a body in there somewhere.
I don't know. I'm more thinking outside. Are we near the woods? Is the estate like in the perimeter of the city next to woods, basically, or plains, or is it?
It's more plains around here. There is a woods on the other side of the river, but around here is much like the map. The only woods or copse that would be around, so there would be a small woodland area which is a copse. They would have to have it for like firewood and things of that nature, which is probably the one across the river. but I'll give it to you that there's a little overspill. So there are some woods, but you can tell these are worked. You can tell that people come across here every day and take firewood or take what's the bloody word? Take yew for making arrow shafts and things.
Well, these will have to do before we leave
The
the state.
Fletchers?
Yes.
Riley's gonna tell Casper to bring a shovel.
Okay.
You can get a shovel. It's fine.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Riley will take him into those woods, and if there's no one around, she's gonna say, "Well, Casper, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna dig. You're gonna make a nice little, place for this baby goat to be placed on, and then you're gonna make a small prayer to Isha, and then you're gonna bury it."
Fair enough.
That's what you're gonna be doing from now on. Because that way you're gonna make sure that Isha is not gonna be pissed off because you're killing baby goats to drain them.
That's actually something I want to talk to you about too.
Go on.
Put it like this. I have a feeling that baby goats aren't exactly going to be cutting it all the time.
Oh, Casper. Well, although you're more like my baby sisters and you're not really cut out for hunting, I could take you hunting every now and then. And we could seek prey and do it the proper way of hunting. If we end up killing something more worthy, it could be better sated.
Yeah, that might be better for a while. Something pulled, I could say. When I drank, and feels like I need more worthy blood, not just a young goat.
Well, you did kill an innocent, defenseless baby goat.
I know. I already feel bad about it.
You kind of like honor, Casper, so yeah, it probably tastes bad. So here's what you're gonna do, Casper. Before sunrise, I'm gonna go to your room, I'm gonna knock on your door, and we're gonna go on a hunting trip. And then you're gonna go kill your own prey. And then you're gonna drink from this prey. I just pray to God that you're better at using a bowl than my baby sister. I tried to teach her for 50 years.
Well, depending on what we find, maybe I could outrun it. You never know.
We'll see. Feels like I'm training my baby sister all over again. Okay, Casper, finish digging up. We'll leave at first light.
And I'll finish up digging the hole. I wouldn't know the prayer, so I'd just.
I'll teach Casper a small prayer in.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be right if I were to pray to more while I'm undead. So.
Still, you're always going to try to teach Casper the proper ways of hunting.
You.
And along the way, she'll probably tell Casper some stories of her little sister. That instead of actually using a bow, she would just shoot fireballs at creatures, and that isn't the proper way to do things. But
I like that idea, though. Can't help but say it is somewhat effective. Cooks the meat
It
for you.
is. It's just not the proper way. I really would insist. That's it for now.
Alright.
Aurelia will the very next day grab Casper in the morning and leave to go hunt something easy.
For another 2 days. Let me sleep in.
Oh no, you're not sleeping.
Yeah, I would try and make a note to remind myself to send one of the servants away to buy some things at the shop. That's probably the stuff I bought at the end of last session. So gloves, overcoat, cloak, and everything. Actually, I should probably buy a second one to repay Livia. But yeah, I'll go hunting first, I suppose.
Hey, who? What?
You gave me a cloak last time to cover myself up,
Ah, right.
and I may have just buried a baby goat in it.
Technically, it was just for transportation, but yes.
Casper's a little bit dull. He didn't pay attention when the priests were burying people.
Good. Okay, I got a new cloak.
Yep. Okay. I really will spend the time trying to train a mage how to hunt with a bow. Technically, you're a vampire, so.
Yeah. I just got rid of my crappy bow.
Sure. I'm gonna roll tracking, I guess, to see
Yes.
how well we do.
Yes, I was going to suggest that you roll tracking to see if you can find an animal to hunt, and then after tracking, so you do, you get 3 degrees of success. So as you go over, you leave this area, you cross the. Each of you remove a silver. You have paid to have a. Oh, actually, no, Magness. They're going to borrow your rowboat.
No. Okay.
You get one of the hirelings. Let's say you get Alex to come along with you, and he rows Magnus's rowboat over to the side where the forest is, to the north on the map. He waits by the rowboat, and you can tell Magness later on that he was very careful with it. You go off hunting with 3 degrees of success. Ooh, I probably should have looked, but you know what? We're gonna hand roll it, and we're gonna say that you find yourselves a stag.
Hey.
As you see this majestic animal, it is strong, it is lively, it's fairly young. It has its second set of horns, I think would be 2 years old, so it has some points on it. If you're an American and you care about points for deers, well, for stags, would you... So, Livia, let me get these names right. Yeah, Livia. You're assisting Casper to do this. So, what we'll say is if you do a ballistic skills check, you will add half of your success dice to Casper's roll. If Casper fails, then your success dice will move it up to where, if you get 4 degrees of success, so Casper gets 2, and Casper gets 2 degrees of failure, you will push him up to a success.
Okay.
Okay, I roll a ballistic skill. And since I don't get aiming, I have the bonuses for this. There you go.
Holy crap,
Fuck
okay.
me. Okay.
I'm an amazing teacher.
So you get +1 because you rolled in the zeros, so that's 10 degrees of success. So Casper gets automatically 5. Don't fuck this up, Casper.
Watch me get 100. I realize I don't actually have a...
You can just roll ballistic skill.
Okay. I only have 28.
Oh, this is gonna go great.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god.
Wow, okay.
Wow.
Ew.
Nuffle is pleased for whatever reason. So as you stalk this creature, you watch it, and for a while, Casper, with Aurelia's help, you almost feel one with your prey. The way you track it, the way you move. Her guidance as she... Essentially, she's going to draw the bow for you, but she's going to lift the bow up and... Right, so you place it here. Take a deep breath in. When you release, hold your breath, and she explains everything to you quietly as you're downwind from the creature. You release. For whatever reason, if it was her guidance or if it was some dark gods playing with your emotions, your arrow flies straight and true and strikes the stag straight in the heart. The creature raises up through shock and instinct, but before its front hooves hit the floor, its body is collapsed under its own weight. Death came instantly. Some satisfaction there.
Well, I did not expect that.
Oh yes, I am
Thank you.
pretty amazing. Oh no, come on.
Yeah, on to the more grisly bit.
Really will give Casper her knife. It's a hunting knife, and she'll go on, now we have to... Well, now you have to finish your job.
Kind of looking a bit odd, like slit its throat.
Yes, that's one way to drain it. I suppose we should probably strap it up first, so the blood will actually flow all the way down. But
Yeah, I don't have much rope on me. I don't think I have any rope on me, actually.
well, let's see if I can find some... Well, there's probably something I can use here.
Well,
Against it.
there is always another way to drain it.
I would, if you're thinking of doing what I think you're thinking of doing, don't be respectful. This is a beautiful animal you just killed. I'd rather make a small priority issue.
Very true.
And be respectful to it, and do this because you must, not because you like it.
Okay. Alright then, yeah. I'll probably ask Aurelia then if there's any way to get it an impromptu binding or something. I don't really know it. I'm not much of a field crafter.
As a hunter, I'll teach you everything I can. I'll teach you exactly how to, well, split it up, how to butcher it, how to drain it, and everything. So I'll be guiding you in the entire way.
Okay. And I suppose if we need to lift it, I can lift it, no problem. A little. Well, hopefully no problem. Hello?
While you're doing, really, Oh, Casper, remind me of my little sister. Well, she didn't have the fangs, but when she was 5 seasons old, she did the exact same you're doing right now.
What, drink blood of a dead animal? Your family's kind of fucked up.
Drank the blood of.
She
Creature.
did drain. She did drain the animal. She didn't drink it though.
Okay. I suppose that's. Someone's got to do it. I think.
She never got good at it though.
Anyway. So lift it up so it's draining to the neck, and then make a slice. I don't think I brought my bowl with me.
You have to sip from the ground like a savage.
Or I could just cut my hands.
The-
Oh yeah. Yeah, I actually forgot about that. Yeah. So make a spout, and yeah. Very fresh.
Keg.
Yeah.
I do have to ask though, Casper. Did you get any vials?
No, not at the moment. It kind of didn't cross my mind.
You should probably get a few vials, 10 maybe. Whenever you get an honorable kill like this one, you can probably store the blood for later use. That way you won't have to hunt every single day.
True. Well, I don't actually need to hunt every day. It's only every few days.
Well, if we are on the road or somewhere like Null, when it's not going to be easy to do that, it's probably better if you have something at hand.
True. Okay, I will look into it when I get back. But for now, let's make this deer a keg. Yeah. For a while. Yeah.
It was a good kill. It was an honest kill, so She'll take everything she can from the creature, and then she will bury the remains. Just take the meat. Yeah.
Well, we can always bring him back. It shows off like, oh yeah, we're just deciding to do some bonding, I suppose. When we find this, yay! We're having fun as we kill this, yay! Although I'm sure your custom would probably be more. Well,
I really will probably get it, show Casper how to get it and do it. She'll, with the help of Casper, she'll bring the Bambi's mom, back to the estate, and there she will spin it.
yeah.
No. Oh,
Bambi's dad.
Bambi's dad.
Oh, sweet.
Oops, sorry about that. Yeah.
Are they basically poachers now?
Oh shit!
I
Yeah,
really
you're
don't
right.
give a fuck, but you know.
Yeah. Shit, I forgot about poaching.
I mean, I I just remembered something, but I don't know if it's still ongoing. Because there was a curse on the other side of the river, right?
Ah, that
Yeah, I'll be doing that.
Oh wow. A little niggling feeling in the back of my head, but everything's fine.
It doesn't cross Aurelia's mind because she's just doing what she always does.
This is fine. I got my sip.
Oh shit.
Really just gonna raise an eyebrow.
Gonna look at the servant. Realize I fucked up. Yes.
You're just gonna straight up lie.
Okay. Thank you for that plus 10. Yeah.
Um, it really is gonna look sideways to Casper. She's not gonna say anything. She's gonna look at the servant and go say, "Thank you."
I'm going to look at Aurelia.
She's gonna look at Casper then. Same time tomorrow, and just gonna leave.
I'm just gonna whisper to Aurelia real quick. And I was like, I'm gonna go talk to Gail real quick.
Mm.
Try to get this prepped ahead of time. Hopefully. Shit. Pretty sure I can. It's yeah. It's like a guy who chain smokes for like every day, every minute of every day. It's just there's nothing there, no taste or anything. It's just okay. Well, if they do ask how we like to cook, I will say rare. I would say blue rare, but that's just going to raise suspicions. Okay. Bug.
I raise my eyebrows, but I don't ask anything.
I thought it
Why
was
is it-
raising eyebrows. Okay.
Why does it not surprise me the knife is in trouble?
To be honest, I think this is the first time Aurelia has got into trouble. But she's an Ezra. She's bound to
Ragnar
be.
hasn't really known you for very long, though. Let's be honest.
Oh no, I know that. It's just Aurelia is bound to fuck up because she doesn't know, human law.
Would you want Livia to stay as well? Because of her reaction the last time. Okay.
I mean,
Yes, Humperdinck. Sorry, we were. Well, I was caught up in the moment, and I forgot about it. Aurelia has been teaching me a few things I'm going to need going forward. One of which is hunting. Yes. Of course. I meant no offense, and I did not intend to keep this from you for too long. I was just merely thinking of a more eloquent way of putting the predicament. I'm not that bad at the moment. I actually drank recently. But
Aurelia's gonna hold a giggle.
yes, the curse I mentioned isn't exactly as cut and dry as we first thought. Or as I put it, I should say. Well, the knight posed a very large risk to the group, and well, there was a way of taking him down much more easily at the cost of certain something. And that would be to take on his curse. Well, he's been alive for a very well. Alive is the wrong word, but he's been around for a very long time. 7 generations, if I remember correctly. And there's not. What would that mean to you? If it becomes public that I am a. Yes. Yeah. That is acceptable. I was actually going to say that plausible deniability, the very big part of this. I would not drag your name through the mud or any of our compatriots, although a few of them do know, as I confided in them in my panic. What a devil. Well, the rest of you enjoyed my latest feast. I went into market 2 days ago and purchased a small goat. Although it seemed to sate me for a while, it did not leave a great impression. But the stag was much more filling. It seems it drags me to more worthy kills. I already have something set in motion to help me walk in daylight. More thick clothing, exposed skin, and such. Some seems to offend me. Please don't expect me to swim anymore. After the boat. I don't think that's an issue, thankfully. I shrug my shoulders. I would say creatures. To be fair, this is a rather strange affair I'm in, since before this I would have considered myself a worshipper of more. So this is a rather strange predicament I have put myself in. Turn to Aurelia, then. I think that went quite well. Rising.
Indeed. Do you think we should ask before we go hunting tomorrow, though?
Probably. I think Melius may just look for an excuse to kill me if he ponders over it tonight. So. I think we keep bringing back stags like previously. I don't think they mind too much at all, to be perfectly honest.
Poaching. Such a strange word. Oh well, I'll leave it to you then. You should warn people when we're about to go hunting.
Okay. I will see you in the morning. For now, I'm just going to retire and read some books. In my
Very
room,
well.
if you need me.
Very well, Casper. I'll retire myself then. I still need to train. Oh, good evening, Casper. Aurelia will get up and leave.
Quick tip of the head and good evening.
It's canon. It's clear now.
Oh. Oh, damn it. Oh.
Mitter through.
I go after my blunderbuss. I remember. I don't see him walking around with a weapon. We are.
What is happening?
Old acquaintance who got, I think, Hubbarding's ring that he wanted. Gave him instead on it.
Great.
Yeah.
So,
Next head palm, alright.
Derwin, was it his name?
You
Shouldn't we...
think I don't have any secret then?
Rella will smile and move her head closer to Humperdinck. Shouldn't we then just make sure he has an accident and falls off the boat?
I thought Alex would tell them. But, oh, Alex. You ran past the brothel, didn't you? Or the bathhouse. Hey.
Ooh,
Hot damn.
there's a lot of people to eat.
Really, that's your first thought.
I mean, you got to have your priorities straight.
So who's the pimp in white?
Yeah, you need to do it one by one as well, if I remember rightly.
Yeah.
I don't. Oh. Oh
Did
yeah,
you-
now
isn't
I
there an
noticed.
Isn't there like a everyone?
How do you enable name tags? Is that something you have to do on your end, or? Yeah. Where is the show nameplate part?
We
No,
we
I don't
don't.
have that option.
I have a name.
Yeah, no, it's not coming up for me either. What's this? Okay.
I'll move to there.
Suspicious question.
I'm Hyperium. I'm usually above deck anyway, because I'm usually keeping watch.
Oh,
mean, I
where did
don't-
Irelia and Livia sleep? We slept above deck, I think.
Oh yeah, I did not put him on the. Yes. You'll get it eventually. and definitely have said a little prayer to Manan. Water's water.
He pays us, we do his work. We do it well. He's happy, we happy.
It's only female names too. Oh, he said he'll be back in a few minutes.
Yep.
I mean,
Thankfully not.
I mean, we are related in the 12th degree. You do realize that.
It's not close enough for these humans.
Fair enough, I guess. They are only humans after all.
I'm a smith by trade. Yeah. The Lord picked me up to craft him some armor.
I washed it with certain herbs. It's more herbalism. Yeah, I could definitely do that.
Nuffle just doesn't want me to hear it, apparently. Just too busy muttering to myself and polishing my helmet.
He like holds his ear to the door and hears woodworms instead.
Yeah, sorry, I thought I wasn't in the conversation. All right. I see something. Not a lot, but I see something. What do they say? I approached where I heard the noise and to look for the woman. I make myself known and I say, I couldn't help but overhear your conversation. What was it that Humperdinck wanted to know of our esteemed guest? Yes, I am a dwarf. Blackhand is indeed my name. That's alright. So, basically, Humperdinck needs the lamp inside his cabin. Lamp. Small lamp. Okay, lamp. Alright. I barge in the door, say I'm here for the lamp on orders of Humperdinck, grab the lamp and go out. I do not give him time to respond. If you have problems, go talk to Humperdinck, otherwise talk to the axe. Am I outside with the lamp? I say, well, that went a bit further than anticipated, but here you have your lamp. Oh, the guy annoyed me anyway, so...
You say she invited all of us up to the top deck.
Tol, Rhea, and Manan. Well, Tal.
I'm just gonna stay in the bunk room and think about things. I don't think gods are gonna be too far on my mind at the moment.
I would be on deck because religion.
Oh, that part. I'll go translate it. It was a helm you were looking for. It's for right? Yeah, then it's a helm. You're welcome. Does he ever mention what happened?
Alvik looks, you're the resident German.
Flugzeug.
Looks like.
You do realize the way you pronounce it, it's plain, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's
Plain
still a
pie.
P at the start, so it's
I
Flugzeug.
know. I'm just thinking of this.
That was it.
Lydia would probably stay up late.
That escalated quickly.
Oh my.
What?
No, I'm not a hentai. I'm pretty sure she is not.
Elves can fill many roles in a group.
Bill being the operative word.
She is. Oh boy. Earl is just moving closer to see what the fuck is going on. Please, please tell me he doesn't blow up.
You're a named character now.
Rip headphones.
Can I roll an agility test to try to dodge out of the goo? It's +3, okay. I, yeah, I am.
That's yeah, that's big shit.
You can always take it from the middle corner. What?
I'm down Slanesh.
$60?
Jesus.
Um, okay, at
What's your
-60,
perception?
my perception is 61. At -60, I had to get a 1.
Not all wills it.
Oh, close. But was it
Holy crap.
That is.
So close.
Oh.
Okay. What is that weird ass green flash?
Did he eat warpstone?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to ask, but
That's what I was thinking.
I don't think really knows much about Warpstone though.
Sorry, weird stone.
Hmm.
You-
Okay. Hey, that's not as harsh. What the fuck just happened there? Reddy's gonna raise a hand. Don't fucking approach it. Aurelian knows that Corey and Alex had lunch together, correct? Or dinner together?
I'm making sure I'm dressed before I come out.
Although
Oh, dear.
The jungles.
So we went from sphere built to beer built,
since
or bear built.
this is just paranoia and nothing else, I think Aurelia can think this. She's gonna look at everyone and say, "Where the fuck is Alex? Alex was the last one to eat with him, and he just blew up, guts out, and there was a bright green flash. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but find Alex."
Ah, you.
No,
Oh,
bastard.
you know, I'm actually glad that I'm upstairs.
I'm standing next to Alex.
Everyone.
I
We
did
did.
not expect things to go this way.
I was not expecting